Clearly, with Leni Riefenstahl, the electricity took. The great arc of energy passed between them and between her and those thugs. She challenges us to say, are you not moved as I was? Have I not moved you very deeply to some momentary burst of passionate ecstasy? Don't you too want to march with us? There was, as we said, a deep correspondence between her particular gifts and Nazism. For instance, the oceanic movement, that is to say, the eyes first downcast, then level, then suddenly a wave coming through a vast crowd of eyes turning up towards the columns of steel, towards the Nazi eagle, towards the great leaders on the podium. The quite astonishing sense of the crowd as ocean, as an ocean being passed through by immense currents, a tidal wave. You expect that crowd to peak into a tidal wave. Secondly, in a way, nobody else, I think, is quite done. Her marching masses, her marching groups are not inert. They're not silly. Very, very often. So among great filmmakers, I'm thinking of certain crowd scenes in Koda, they haven't quite got it right. People marching look like sheep or geese or whatever. They look fundamentally stupid and they look like automatons. Not in Leni Riefenstahl. I don't know how this is done. The sinews of the marchers, their hands, their joint motion still shows an individual becoming part of something much larger than himself. He grows in front of you. Yes, technicians will be able to tell us, shoot from below, shoot shoulders, shoot boots. Fine. And I respect these explanations very much. But they're not really the essence. She has a way of making the march. And Arsène, she had a famous series called The March of Time. The role of marching in modern history. One thinks of Yeats's songs at almost the same date. The pounding of boots, the blue shirts in Ireland. Marching, marching. She has given us the great pictorial equivalent of that. I would then say that the way she uses fire and night, here the precedent is certainly very deeply German. Wind, fire, motion. Fire as a cleanser, fire as light, fire as a purifier, and fire as a menace. There are also quite astonishing shots simply of granite, of marble. She can bring stone to vibrant life. And there she and Speer are the two geniuses. This is Sparta. Our bodies are Sparta, but also our stadiums. Our weapons are Sparta, but also our assembly halls. Now, millions of people, not only in Germany, were swept up into the imaged magic of Nazi propaganda. Millions of people had a certain sense, never forget, it came out of hunger, unemployment. It came out of a humiliation of the body which the Germans felt utterly and utterly. When you see the great expressionist artist George Grosz and others, the skeletons back from the First World War, the Hungary of Weimar, the unemployed. This woman said, I will give you back a kind of drunkenness of the body on a mountaintop, in a field. You're going to be not only at home in your own flesh again, but it's going to absolutely shine through your soul. It is important to know that this appealed to millions and millions of people, as did Speer's architecture and organization, as did the Nazi use of Wagnerian music, as did the youth camps, the gymnastics, the dancing. Be honest. Ask yourself why you're mesmerized. That's one of the hardest things to do. Say to yourself, yes, I too am caught up in the whirlwind. Now, why? How long will it take me to step back from my own excitement? How has this woman magician inveigled me into agreeing at some deep level that this was a tremendous moment in which to be alive, in which to think that you were growing by the minute into something heroic and world historical, and then to look at it, if possible, once again, and to begin seeing the devices. The great word on Riefenstahl is by that gentlest of all major poets, John Keats. He said to beware of people who have a palpable design upon us. Palpable is a wonderful word. Somebody who takes it. And at every minute she has a palpable design upon us. And it's a wonderful exercise, I think, in growing up to both be utterly involved at certain levels and then to step back with a strong and courteous no, thank you.